Hey guys, Deslater Magic here, and the official spoilers for M21 are supposed to start, I guess today. It's technically the 4th. But, well, as of late yesterday, a whole bunch of stuff leaked. There's one thing I wanted to start with, though, and that's finally an up-close look at the secret lair, the Path Not Traveled cards. Because in the original image, we couldn't really see what the alternate art was. I'm not saying order them or anything, but apparently these are like alternate reality, like, well, the path not traveled of these Planeswalker storylines. So starting with Ajani, I guess with the belt, the over-the-top ridiculous getup, and the giant A, he became a superhero? That's not even that far off. I don't know his lore that much, but I mean, it kind of seems to suit him. Then we've got Domri Raid as a cowboy, I guess. I mean, sure. Maybe like a rodeo performer, although, like, seriously, what actual cowboy would, like, leave that much skin showing in, like, Texas in the summer? So I'm pretty sure he might be playing a bit of a role in, like, a different type of entertainment. So that one's the weirdest of the bunch, which is funny because we basically got Carmen Sandiego, I guess, for Tameo. I mean, that's like a straight up, like, you know, Dick Tracy, old school detective trench coat or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure there's a name for it. Kind of looks like she's like looking at a clue. I guess, yeah, she could have done that instead of becoming what, a moon priestess, or I don't know anything about Tameo. Something about the moon. I don't know. She does moon stuff. Now she does crime mysteries. Sure. And then we've got, I guess, the most obvious one, Vraska Golgari Queen. And by that they mean Beauty Queen, because she's Swarm Queen 2020. I mean, the Ajani one, like, yeah, he could have done that. You know, who knows? Tameo, I mean, that's a pretty big 180. Domri, let's just not talk about him. But this one, they're just being weird on purpose with this one. They're just having a good time with the joke here. So anyway, those are those. Let's move on to the leaks. We've got Ugin Spirit Dragon. I'd say sorry for the bad quality, but I had nothing to do with that. Some jerk with a really garbage camera had something to do with that. And this looks like a cell phone shot of a screen. Okay, first of all, print screen. It's on the keyboard. Open up MS Paint. I can see in the original screenshot that you are running Windows. Open up Paint and hit Control V. There you go. Put your cell phone back in your pocket. Anyway, from context, this really looks like another leak from another private group of people who got the cards early for some unknown reason and then decided to share them or sell the information or pay wallet or, you know, whatever other crooked crap goes on with this. And anybody who had this advanced information could offload every copy they had of Ugin, and he ain't cheap. So, whoever got stuck holding that one, oh well, I guess. So back when this was legal, this was one of the worst cards you could ever possibly play against. People just played 3-color or more control, got him out, and single-handedly won the game. You just simply could not stop him. I think there was like 1 or 2 spells that could get rid of a Planeswalker, and they would just hold counter spells in hand. So prepare for that, on top of Simic levels of mana. So Ugin, but in like a twice as powerful standard meta. That'll be a treat. Wow. This is just pure game ruining right here. Just absolute plain and simple game ruining. They never should have reprinted this card outside of a master set. He has removal on a plus. What did we learn about that from Oko? His negative X is ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. I hate everything about this absolute disgrace of a card. And so does anyone, literally anyone who played competitively back then. Right now in Standard, you could reasonably get him out turn 5, your opponent's turn 4, and then just dominate the game. But he dies to removal. Shut the hell up. So next up, we've got Chandra with Also Found These, which is obviously the digital stamp that somebody put over to share it with some private group on clearly a digital platform, like I said. So this is Chandra something of something. It honestly just looks like Head of Fire. If so, they're running out of names. I know it's definitely not Acolyte of Flame, and it's not the other one with of in it, Torch of Defiance. So this is a new one, and it might be Head of Fire or Head of Flame. I don't know. It actually might be really hard to find out what it is because her hair is completely blocking the majority of the word. So the top ability is +1 and then something about exiling a card. I don't know, probably cast until end of turn. I have no idea. Then she has another +1, it would appear. And that's, it looks like just deals 2 damage to any target. And then -9, which she's a 5 for 5. I can't read a word of that. I'd have to like clean it up with all kinds of filters and artificial sharpeners, and who cares? I'll just wait to see the real one. It looks like it does something about generating red mana though, but at least she's a 5 for 5. I mean, how bad could she really be? Next, we've got a reprint of Massacre Worm. It is a 6 cost, but 3 black, so triple devotion. Okay. Creature worm, of course, and when it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent's control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Good, we needed a little asymmetric sweeper, a little anti-token card there, kinda. I mean, literally nobody is playing Slesnia right now, but it's more like get your stupid red rush or red mix, cavalcade bullshit out of here. That's fine with me. And then whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. That's a bit of an all-in gamble. That don't work with no resurrecting zombies or nothing. You better only have this worm out and try and win with it. Right now, this will work perfectly because of the ability to sacrifice it at will in almost any reasonable black deck. So this should be pretty powerful, probably pretty popular. Then we've got a Bane Slayer Angel, which is another reprint. This is an M10, M11 card, and it was actually put in from the Vault Angels. So, yeah, I mean, 5 cost, mythic. 5/5 with flying, first strike, lifelink, and protection from demons and from dragons. And that is what Mark said in one of the teasers, is it's going to have a very unique protection. Yeah, that is weirdly situational and specific and probably not very useful, but, hey, it's better than not printing it on the card. And that is actually the original artwork. I think a flying first strike lifelinker for 5 in existing like Heliod decks, I mean, I wouldn't exactly put 4 in, but 1, ooh. Life gain right now likes to cap at 3 or 4, and Luris can operate with 2 if you add black, but I mean, I wouldn't turn down basically like, I wouldn't say Resplendent Angel, what's the other one? I want to say Lyra, but I feel like there was one in between that was a good lifelink hitter. Next up, we've got Basri's Acolyte, which is apparently his pet cat. Who's Basri? Well, we're about to find out. This would appear to be a showcase frame, and the number seems to match that. They mess with the mana symbol color, so that's kind of hard to read, but kind of cool looking, I guess. So it's a double white. They're finally adding some damn devotion to the game. Cat Cleric, which, hey, Cat Tribal, bringing it back. 2/3 lifelinker, because we didn't have enough sources of life gain already in the game. It does cost 4, though. I mean, how realistic is it? But when it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures you control. Wonderful. For a card, that's pretty good. For a common, that's insane. This will be drafted. And this rare Demonic Embrace is a brand new card as far as I could find. It's a double devotion, nice. 3 cost black enchantment. It's an aura. Enchant creature. An enchanted creature has +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types. And then you may cast Demon Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Like we really needed that. At least it isn't susceptible to Luris looping. I am getting really sick of Kaya's Ghost Form and Deadweight and Passivism, and I feel like there's a 4th one, actually. They just cast it every turn, over and over and over and over and over, never exiling it on the second free cast out of the graveyard. Well, free-ish cast. I guess Wizards forgot their own unwritten rules of the game. Cast something a second time, then you exile it so that they can't do it again the next time it gets removed. Whip of Erebos, anybody? Anybody ever heard of that card? Anyway, this is going to be absurdly annoying. +3, plus flying on anything. Like, a lifelinker, and then all you have to do is ditch a card you don't need, and then pay 3 life, and oh, there you go, it's back again. I mean, if it's in the graveyard, they probably killed the creature on it, but if you just sit there and move it from creature to creature, it's going to get really annoying. That said, you could just do that with equipment, but I don't know of a whole lot of equipment that costs 3 and is a +3/+1 and flying. Plus, this already works with all that glitters. I think they went a little far, but after rotation, when things calm down a little bit, it might be a little more civil. So next up, we've got Basri Cat, the new Planeswalker. He is a double white devotion, 3 for 3. That is extremely dangerous with Heliod in play. And I actually haven't read what he does yet. I kind of breezed through these. +1 is put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains indestructible till end of turn. That's pretty decent. I mean, lifelink, free swing, let's go. I mean, that's like Gideon right there. Plus, you can play Gideon with him. All lifelink and Planeswalkers, a little bit of exiling, swing out every turn. Yeah, the deck writes itself. I'm practically playing that deck right now. It's getting pretty ridiculous. So -2, whenever 1 or more non-token creatures attack this turn, create, oh great, that many 1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. Wonderful. You get to swarm, you get the ETB effect. There's multiple creature ETB triggers that gain life. This is army in a box and then automatic defense for the Planeswalker. Completely overpowered, completely ridiculous. Especially on a 3-drop. This is basically just Elspeth. And moving on to -6, oh, it says emblem, I can't wait. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat in your turn, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, then put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Well, the game's over, and he just brought out bodyguards for himself. Almost. I mean, assuming you have a way to protect him, leave a couple back, the next turn he's got bodyguards. Just throw away 1/1s. Because obviously they're tapped and attacking, but after that, you are not getting to him. Hey, remember that kill spell that only kills Planeswalkers 3 and under? It just got more popular because they're going to probably have to ban Heliod himself. This deck is out of control. I got to Mythic with a mono white life gain deck, and this is ridiculous. That deck does not need an upgrade like this, let alone Bane Slayer Angel. Are you kidding me? So, more leaks. Hey, why the hell not? We've got What's-Her-Face Angel and Blightsteel Douchebag. This is on the WPN website. I don't know if they intended to release it, and I don't care. Obviously, two of the main characters, I guess, of the Double Masters set. Then we've got a German, I guess, accidental leak release, whatever, who cares, of Core Set 2021 official artwork. So there's Teferi looking once again horribly inconsistent and different than every other version of him. And then we had another leak on the French Facebook page, I think this was, of another Teferi card. I'm sure it doesn't involve taking 67 extra turns. I mean, it totally doesn't look like that in the artwork. Hopefully that's the moment he decides to, like, go back in time and then, like, self-destruct and, like, remove himself from all of Magic forever. And retroactively, in fact, just for lore reasons then, also every card he's on is banned. That's clearly what's going on in this picture. I will be disappointed if it's anything else. So that's all the leaks from multiple sources, multiple products. All early. Good job, Wizards. Your intellectual property protections and privacy of your cards is an absolute joke. Stop sending them to people early. They will put them on this new thing called the internet. They've done it before. They did it now. I'm just going to go all Teferi Time Wizard and say they're probably going to do it in the future. So maybe stop sending them to your level 3 judge buddies. Stop sending them to pro players. Stop sending them to anybody who shouldn't see them. And then warn your printing contractors that if anybody at that facility steals or leaks them, you will ruin their entire life by suing them for like $1 million. Or, you know, really do anything. Take any steps to pretend that you give a shit about any of these getting leaked constantly. Oh, and some new information was leaked. I almost forgot about this. I don't have a picture for it, but Core Set 2021, the most boring vanilla blah porcelling pile of crap, is going to have a collector's booster, like box or whatever, product, whatever you want, version. They're doing the collector's booster again. Awesome, great idea. What an exciting set to get excited about. Shiny cards, like 50% reprint set. Although, I mean, this is 2020. They clearly pushed the power level so ridiculous. It would appear from these cards, yes, that is a pretty good assumption. Yeah, maybe they should sell a collector's booster. I've never even heard of a well-selling, like, profit-inducing core set, but maybe this will be the first one. So yeah, I think we're going to get a couple official spoilers, probably some repeats here. Sometime tomorrow, so hit notifications, subscription, all that crap. And yeah, I'm not even gonna see him if I don't go to bed, so bye.